A few years ago, we built a Halo tank-themed gaming PC, but today, we're going to be building gaming PCs to run Halo.
Welcome to the Ultra Budget Gaming PC Wheelspin Challenge Halo Campaign Evolved Edition, and as Halo fans growing up, this one's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to spin the wheel, build some budget PCs, and of course, wear our Master Chief helmets. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Shout out to KOORUI for sponsoring our Halo Campaign Evolved Budget Build Challenge. Stay tuned to the benchmarking section of today's video where we're going to be using some KOORUI budget gaming monitors to test Halo Campaign Evolved. Alright guys, so Halo Campaign Evolved is out as of watching this video. We're actually filming this on July 9th, and I believe it comes out on the 20-something date. I don't remember the date.
End of the month.
End of the month. Yeah. Date will be here. That's when you're watching this video. But in typical Toast Spirits fashion, we're going to do our wheel spin challenge where we have a set budget, a certain FPS target we have to hit, and because we're focusing on a game, we actually have setting presets we have to target, and of course another challenge here. And with Campaign Evolved, this is a pretty demanding game because this is a remaster of the original Halo CE, which was Combat Evolved. Campaign Combat, they just make it confusing for me here. What we have right here are the recommended requirements that were from Halo directly, so we kind of know what we're getting ourselves into, and they look pretty tough.
Yeah, so just for low minimum, which I like that they give you the settings, yes. 1080p, 60 FPS, they recommend either a Ryzen 5 3600 or an i7-10700K, and then for the GPU, they recommend a 2060 Super or a RX 6600. They even give you Intel with the ARC A580. They recommend at least 16 gigs of RAM and
8 gigs of VRAM.
8 gigs of VRAM, which is pretty crazy. So it's one of those things where this is going to be a really tough challenge, but you guys know, we like to make the wheel nice and low budgets.
So we have budgets ranging as low as $400 all the way up to, I believe the top I put on here was
just
500, and we went in increments of 25s. So we definitely have a pretty low budget to work with, but a more reasonable budget than like our Ramageddon edition one where we did an upgrade system. We still need a little bit more horsepower to run this game, but we think we can do it at these budgets. We also have different setting profiles. We're running 1080p. Normally we just default to medium, but I figure since we're running one game, we can focus on different setting profiles. Low, medium, high. High, good luck to whoever gets that one. Probably gonna be me. And then FPS targets. We have as low as 45 FPS, which could be reasonable for a really demanding game like this, all the way up to 70 FPS, which might be pretty complicated. And our caveats, which we added another caveat, an Halo mod requirement, meaning you have to have some sort of Halo thing incorporated into your PC. It could be a vinyl, could be a figure, could be anything. If you land on this, your PC has to be modded for Halo.
Heck yeah, okay, I like that.
All right, so who wants to spin the wheel first? Who we got? Who's going, Jonah?
Jackson this time.
Jackson, spin her up.
Well, I need my good luck charm.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I'm hoping for a good budget here, but I'll take what I can get. Am I right in the middle?
I think you're right at $450. $450. Okay. $450.
I've already won.
You already won.
Mind.
Let's give him some 1080p high settings. I got hit with that in Battlefield 6. Let's hit him with that in this game.
Go to medium.
No.
Go to medium.
Oh, he got so lucky
medium.
there. So lucky.
I'm still scared of that.
Yep,
that's medium.
That's still tough.
Because the minimum is probably saying 1080p lowest settings, I would guess.
And I don't even know if that includes upscaling.
I don't know.
So who knows?
Okay, FPS.
Okay.
Goal is going to be
50 FPS. Okay, I think you can do that.
Okay, so $450, medium 1080p, 50 FPS. That doesn't sound too bad.
Doesn't sound too bad.
But
let's see if we make things.
But we've never played this. That's the thing. Normally we know what these games run like. We don't know what it's going to run like. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Now, is this for the GPU or the whole build?
We'll do GPU only.
GPU?
We'll do GPU only. So he has to go with an AMD GPU.
Ew.
AMD GPU for this build.
Listen, new stuff. But
use is gonna be hard.
I'm just like, what if it has like forced ray tracing or something? I'm just screwed.
All right, so what we got for your whole thing here?
$450, 1080p medium settings. I gotta get 50 FPS for the target, and I can only use an AMD GPU for my build.
AMD for both would be quite difficult, actually, if we end up going down that route. But let's go ahead and close these out, and I will shuffle them as I go.
I guess we're not doing any specific retailer.
No specific retailer, no limitations. This is really, you can do whatever you want. And I even thought for this one, if we want to, we have a little more time. We don't necessarily need to shop all at once. If you want to shop, and then if you want to do some deal hunting afterwards, you can.
I ain't doing all that.
They never do that.
Would Master Chief do that?
Master Chief is just a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, he has patience. He has virtue.
Does he have patience, though? He just kind of
just kills everything.
Yeah, he just kills everything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jonah's clearly not.
I'm putting this on for good luck.
He's waiting for killer deals.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Work.
Work.
Who's that? Welcome to a McAllister minigame. Just stopping in here to interrupt this wheel spin because I want to see who in the office can give you the best wart. So what I'm going to do is have everyone give you one, but I'm going to make it blind. So you have to guess who it is making the wart, and then let us know which one was the best. The answer for who will be at the end of the video, but let's get started with our first wart. Wart. Wart.
Oh! Hey!
He got more! The Master, I should have worn the Master Chief on. What am I doing?
475. All right, what settings though?
Give him high, give him high. High 100 FPS.
This is a good one for me.
He got low.
I got low, baby.
I'm gonna run for my money right now. Give him like a high FPS number.
Yeah, give me like 70 FPS.
Hey, you got 10
60?
more. 60?
Okay, 60 FPS, the ideal frame rate you're looking for. Now, what is my caveat? I feel like I'm gonna get like Halo mod or something.
Halo, it's one of us has to get Halo mod. Oh, he gets the lucky one. Didn't you get this last time too?
I think I did. All right, this one's gonna be pretty nice, and maybe for the fun, but we'll see what I go through my budget. Maybe I'll throw in something Halo just for the fun of it. We'll see. 475, 1080p low settings, 60 FPS. And I can use upscaling, which will be a big help, especially even at low settings. We don't know how demanding this game's gonna be. I mean, when we did Battlefield 6, we had the beta. We were able to play the beta before, kind of had an idea, but we have no idea. We're just running off minimum specs here. Let's get to shopping and see what we can put together.
All right, guys. You guys know we got a little bit less money than that, but I'm gonna make it up in the performance, the price to performance department, and I'm gonna come up with something that looks cool. I think I'm gonna add a little mod to it just because I want to. The last time we did a build challenge, Matt actually got an AMD GPU and he ended up doing really good with it. So I want to try to find another one of these Optiplexes because the price to performance of it was just absolutely amazing. They come with respectable specs already. Like, so this one would be $300 and it'd be a 9th gen i7, 256 gig NVMe SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, and Windows 11 Pro. It's literally just ready for me to go. Okay, what is in the 7060? Did they give us a power supply at all? Yeah, they have a 360 watt one, but that's really a gamble. It's probably gonna be a 260 watt. And of course, they only give us one picture, which is so frustrating, dude. Surely this doesn't have any external power though. I'm gonna do some more research on this one because if I can pull this off, let's see what power supply this would have had. Because if this has a power supply that does have a 6-pin or an 8-pin, I might just be sold. Oh, is it really one of these like 180 watt, dude? What connections do we even? Oh, we literally get nothing. All of the AMD GPUs that I can think of, I don't want to run those on SATA. Not a good one at least. I mean, the 10th gen ones really step up the price, huh? These power supplies are insane, dude. Like, what are they doing? Can I afford a 5700 XT question mark? They're so power hungry. It's like not even funny. Oh, okay, I guess. I don't really see myself doing any better than this. I'm getting angry. I'm getting very, very upsetty spaghetti. It's like every time I find a good deal, they don't list the power supply, so I just have to assume it's not the one that I need. Sellers, please. Oh my goodness, dude, the freaking power supply upgrades are expensive. I'm debating right now if I just YOLO it and just buy that one and hope that it has like 2 8-pins or a 6 and an 8-pin. I feel like when I pre-looked, I thought there was it this one that actually said what power supply it had? Will they tell us the wattage? Probably not. What power supplies could these, what is this crooked thing on the front? Oh goodness, 250 watt for the base option. I'm not having a good day, McAllister, Zach, whoever's editing this. I'm really not, man. I guess this one at least has a picture of the inside. Maybe I can figure something out with this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like to the point where I'm giving up. I think I am now, no joke, like 45 minutes into this. Take a picture of the power supply, or at least give me a picture of the inside so I can see the freaking pins. Tell me what power supply it is in it. It's so frustrating, dude, but I can't shop anymore, and it may not work at all. If I don't get the external power, I ain't gonna be running SATA to, you know, two 8-pin adapters. That's just like way too much power. One of the things I could do though is I want this PC to be a little fun. Let's see if we can do some gray spray paint, or green, not gray. I think this could be fun. I think we can go kind of a Master Chief warthoggy theme here. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and send it. Like I said, not my proudest one when it comes to the office PC part, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and let Matt buy his stuff finally.
All right, guys, it is now time for me to shop for my PC. Now, I have $475 to spend, 1080p low, 60 FPS, and I have upscaling. I'm gonna be a maniac and try to build a custom PC. I know, this is probably not gonna go over well for me. But I have a little bit of money to spend, and with that FPS target of 60 FPS at 1080p low, I think I can pull it off, but we'll see. The CPU, motherboard, RAM combos. We're gonna see what we can find in the CPU, motherboard, RAM department. Let's keep scrolling. Does this person have 0 positive and 299 reviews? I think those pins are cooked. Ew, there's thermal paste on those pins? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good off that. Maybe let's try 2nd gen Ryzen. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Can you show me the pins though? Show me the backside. Motherboard. And at this budget, I'm willing to say screw the IO shield. Okay, let's try this one. The VRMs are not amazing, but we'll trust it. We'll do B450 here. All right, so we have 2600X, B450. This is where it's gonna be difficult. 16 gigs of DDR4, and 2nd gen Ryzen really likes faster memory. 2400 megahertz, that's slow, but it is 16 gigs. DDR4 2666V. Okay, it's just a different voltage thing, I guess. Okay, let's try that. This is pretty cheap. How much are we looking right now? 144 for CPU, motherboard, and RAM. Storage, I just want the bare minimum. I mean, I could go less, honestly, if I really want a penny pinch. I could probably go less. Wow, that's cheaper than I remembered. That's a pretty good price. So 2060 Super, the 8 gigs of VRAM, that's the minimum for 1080p low. 161, that ain't bad. I might have more wiggle room than I thought. Okay, so let's see, let's run with that. Currently my price is at 354. I have 475 to work with for, oh, we need a cooler now. I do need a cooler. Is it cheating if I buy the one that I know is gonna pop up? They're like 10 bucks. Cubics G might not be bad. Just our classic, like little Rosewell 650 watt for, oh, they have a white certified one that's cheaper. That's $430. I have more money. Oh, wait a minute. We have one for $59 in the US. There it goes. I was like, that's a good deal. That one's gone. Paymore gets all of our business, I swear. Yeah, Thermalright Assassin 120 for 16 bucks. I have 475, so I'm over just a little bit. How much cheaper can I go with my case? That wouldn't, wait, would that still be cheaper? That's a 4,500. Okay, no, I don't want that. That would be on 2070. I just need to save like $3. Do we go blower style? Won't help me there. Oh, this is tough. Goes without saying, I'm not doing a Halo mod with my build because I am penny pinching right now. Oh, I think I got it. All right, let me make sure I got everything. Let me make sure this SSD, there's nothing wrong with this SSD. It's in somebody else's card. It better not sell. All right, I'm balling. I hope that works. Power supply and case. All right, let me get this ordered. I'm worried this is gonna sell. I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it. Look at that. That's tough. All right, let's see how our build turns out.
All right, guys, I'm pretty stoked because all of my parts are here and I'm more excited about playing Halo than I am probably building the PC, but I'm excited because if this build works, I think it's gonna be pretty good bang for buck. I'm gonna be honest, not my most confident build. I'm not even confident where my knife is. There it is. So you guys know, I was a little under budget. I ended up buying some spray paint as well that I'll show you guys here in a minute. Even though I didn't have to make my PC themed, I just liked the idea of the challenge. It sounded fun. And I like having a little fun with some spray paint, you know, making some fun designs, making things look unique, especially an office PC that's kind of boring. We ended up with this HP. We got a power cable, we got HP, and that's literally it. Very basic. If this does not have a power supply that has an 8-pin and I think a 6-pin, I don't really know what to do. It's a little smaller than I thought it was gonna be, which I'm happy with. Is it gonna have the power that I need? Oh, what is this? Okay, there's one. Wait. Oh my goodness, yep, they're hidden. And I feel like I remember seeing in the picture some cables shoved up here, and I was just fingers crossing that that was the extra PCIe, and it is. We're looking good too. We actually have a dedicated 6-pin and then an 8-pin. And if I remember correctly, my GPU, which is the 5700XT, should be an 8 and a 6. I really hope I got an 8 and a 6. Worst case scenario, I think we might have an adapter. I mean, I could take some hit points for that, but to be fair, I didn't spend nearly all my budget because I literally just couldn't find anything in between. I always try to spend the max money because I think that's how you get best bang for buck, but I couldn't really get anything. So this is an XFX 2-fan model. I purposely went with a slightly smaller GPU because for one, I figured maybe a little less power because less cooling. And for two, I wanted to make sure it would fit. I'm gonna tell you guys real fast again, price-wise. So for my PC, I paid $220 before tax and shipping, and I did count shipping cost if they were there. Now for my graphics card, I spent $164.99, and this is a XFX RAW model. I know the last time Matt and I did a challenge that was similar, he bought a 5700 XT and ended up getting sent a normal 5700, which kind of sucked, and that's why I'm, even though I don't want to go AMD, I had to because of the Wheelspin. I am excited to try out the actual XT because it should get some more performance than what he got before. And he was pretty happy with his. I think he might have gotten a similar, maybe beat me in the last challenge we did. Here's our card. Pretty nice looking. I say pretty nice. I mean, not the prettiest card, but like it's not bad looking. It's very beefy, I will say. This is almost I'd almost say a 3-lane card because if you look, it goes way past the PCIe here. And it does take a 8 and a 6 pin, so we are smooth there. We do not have to worry about not having enough power. And speaking of power, we ended up with a C450. I don't know if that's the actual wattage. Can't exceed 500 watts. So we got a 500 watt power supply. Plenty. Good to go. I need to refresh my memory because it's been a little bit. So I ended up getting the i7-8700. It's a 6-core, 12-thread because it's once they hit 8th gen, they started being 6 and 12. And then, of course, we got our XFX 5700 XT. This is an HP Z2 G4 workstation, a little bit on the smaller side, which I really love. And if you're not going to be loading up with drives and multiple GPUs, there's no reason to have one that big. We got 16 gigs of RAM, and it is dual channel. Huge selling point for me. We got 2 8-gig sticks. It looks like we have, are these matching? No, actually not matching. One is Samsung, one's SK Hynix. They're both 8 gigs. 2400T on one of them. The other one is 2400T. So 2400T on both, 8 gigs, so matching enough. And then of course we got our 500 watt power supply in here. 256 gig SSD. It is a SanDisk. It's just a 2.5 inch, so might be a little slower in the load times, but that's no big deal. We got plenty of room to fit Windows and Halo. And this is gonna be really easy, guys. So I'm gonna bring you all in a little bit. We're gonna throw in our GPU, and then we're gonna talk about doing some mods. First thing we're gonna do before we do the GPU is we're gonna go ahead and get this cooler off. We're gonna check our thermal paste, and even if it's decent, we're still just gonna go ahead and reapply it because I'd rather just be safe and just make sure that we're gonna get the best thermals possible. Thermal paste really is not too bad, but it's a little crusty. It's a little old. This is a good time to confirm our CPU as well. I'm using one of our Arctic little swabs here, which Matt and the whole team hates the smell of.
Mind you, I'm in this film room right now after Jackson was in here, and the chemical smell that is burning my nostrils from him using those Arctic clean pads, I'll never forgive him for it. Never will.
We got our i7 8700K there. Looking very nice. We're gonna go ahead and just do a nice liberal amount of some MX7 paste. I feel pretty good about that. Luckily these older CPUs are nice and square, so as long as you do like a down the middle or diagonal or something, you'll get a good even spread. And this build actually has some fan, well, 2 fans. It has our CPU fan and then an exhaust fan. So it's not too crazy, but luckily it's got a little ventilation up front. I don't think this thing's gonna be too bad. I don't think it's gonna be like a total heat box. I don't think our GPU is gonna be like a big problem, thermal wise. Let's go ahead and pop this GPU in. This should be nice and easy. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh, it comes out like that. And then we should just need to take out 2 of these. Extra airflow. I guess you could take out all of them if you really wanted some real airflow, right? I will say our GPU is nice and clean. I don't really have any major concerns there. I don't see really any dust. This was definitely a card that was used for gaming. There's no rust or corrosion, so I have a pretty good feeling that we're not gonna have any major temp issues. These cards do run a little hotter and it's older, so it's probably gained a few degrees over the years, but I don't think we're gonna be like overheating or anything. We're in there like swimwear, so now we can lock this in place. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw a couple of zip ties in here just to kind of just add a little more custom touch to this build. It's already pretty custom with this beefy GPU, and it never would have came with one of these from the factory. Everything's looking pretty good on this, guys. So at this point, I'm gonna go and get the side panel back on, and then let's talk about doing some of those mods. Well, I guess let's make sure it turns on. Power button. Oh God, nothing happened. The power supply. Maybe I didn't have the power cable plugged in all the way. It turned on now though. That was a little scary. I wasn't getting like any sign of life. Wow, it booted straight in. What does this say? A device probably has changed in your system or something. A device added is signed in with the Microsoft UEFI and can't be used. System administrator must... Okay, let's, I don't love that. I'm hoping I'll have to reinstall Windows now because of whatever that stupidness is, but let's see. Come on, baby, just go into Windows. Come on. Come on. Oh, update's underway. Okay, I think we're in Windows. Okay, so feeling pretty good. So far, it looks like we're gonna boot in. Oh yeah, we're in. Heck yeah, it looks like Windows 11. It's time to get crazy. I got 2 cans of spray paint. You guys saw me in the checkout. I got black and I got green. Master Chief colors. I don't exactly have a vision in mind at all. So...
All right, guys, so it has been a couple days, and again, I tried to do this challenge on hard mode because I wanted to build a full custom PC. Why would I do that? I don't know, but everything is here, and that just increases my odds of things not working. $475. Let's go over everything real quick and kind of show you guys how it showed up. All right, guys, so first up, we got our CPU, which has lovely packing peanuts on the inside. Our Ryzen 5 3600. Oh, look at this. This is great packaging. Oh, heck yeah. Clamshell. All right, we'll focus on it. There's the 3600. Pins are looking pretty good. Hey, 3600, I already lost the build sheet. I paid $69 for this CPU, which I will say, kind of expensive to be honest, but that Gen 4 support, pretty nice, and decent CPU. I think it should be good enough. The motherboard it's gonna go into is right here, our B450 ASRock board, which I have stuff everywhere right now. Does this not have an I/O shield? Because I don't see it. And if it is, there's a chance I may have thrown it away.
And at this budget, I'm willing to say screw the I/O shield.
This motherboard is a B450 board. It does have Gen 4 support. That was important for upgradability. Obviously, with my GPU, I don't even know why I was so heavily focused on Gen 4 support. I don't think it really matters in my 2070, but here's the motherboard we're gonna be using, and we paid a grand total of $59. So we saved a little bit of money. Not getting an I/O shield though, Oh, also, stock cooler. Now here is our RAM, our very generic RAM that we purchased. Our 16 gigs of DDR4 memory. We're looking at 2666 on the speed, times 2 here. So very, very basic. We paid a grand total. I'll try to just keep this build sheet next to me, shouldn't I? $46 for this RAM, so it better work. God, the RAM market, man, it's insane. Now storage, I definitely compromised. I went for a SATA NVMe SSD. I really hope this game doesn't need like a very fast NVMe drive, because we're running SATA speeds for this game, so it might be a little bit slow in the load times. For those who are new to the PC game, if you want to know the difference between a SATA M.2 and an NVMe M.2, this is SATA. It uses these like 3 prongs. So, but it is SK Hynix, and we paid a grand total of $39.99. We are penny pinching here, but we have plenty of storage. I won't have to really stress about not having enough storage on this thing, so we're gonna rock with this one. All right, GPU time. We have our 2070 Super that I paid $164.99 for, which I thought was a pretty decent deal. And here she is. This is kind of a big graphics card, to be honest with you. 2-fan model, MSI. She's kind of big. We'll see if she fits properly. And to power the build, we went new on the power supply. We actually wanted to try these really budget Roswell power supplies. These ones are only 80 plus white. So they're not the highest quality power supplies in the world, but they're new. And this is a V&W 650 watt, 650 watt power supply. Plenty of watts for this build. And I think these were much cheaper than the 80 plus bronze ones. This one's $39. I think it saved me about $10. We're penny pinching in this market. This is a custom build for $475, ladies and gentlemen. So penny pinching here, but I trust this power supply. This is gonna be just fine. Let's do the physical zoom out, as in move the camera back. Here is our case. The Cubix G, very budget. This case was $42, but it looks pretty good. This is a kind of a competitor to the Okinos Uno, but it's a little bit smaller, I think. It still has RGB fans pre-installed. I wonder if Zalman and Okinos kind of have a little partnership going on here. Oh boy, this is gonna be close for my graphics card. Look how narrow this case is. Oh boy. Jackson was all worried about his build not working. Obviously, I don't know why, but he was all worried about his. I'm looking at this graphics card. Is this graphics card gonna fit? Worst case, I can make this build work, but this glass is gonna have to come off the front. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, remove this front glass pretty easily. Let's see. Real question is, if I line this up where it's supposed to be, there's no way. There is no way. Oh, this is gonna be so embarrassing. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, guys, it's gonna be built, but I'm gonna get so much crap for this.
You know, it's funny, I've been kind of laughing because I've been hearing in the background like all of Matt's issues while my PC's just been like working, right? Well, just now running 3D Mark test, and this is my screen right now. First time I got like a driver error from AMD. The build looks freaking sick. I mean, for this being an office PC, it does look dang good, but the looks do not matter if I literally can't play Halo. So I'm gonna keep troubleshooting this. I really hope there's just some weird like update or driver bug, but like everything is up to date and I should have been good to benchmark. So I don't know what's going on here. I guess I need to restart.
As you can see on the table, we're having some troubleshooting problems. Yay. So quick explainer, because I was kind of just diving down the rabbit hole. What you're seeing right here is a posted PC using an A320 motherboard for another video, stay subscribed for that one, that had a 2200G in it. Very cheap build we're working on. Reason I'm using this is because I was getting no post on this guy, the board we built with. I tried new RAM, tried each stick of memory. I tried swapping in the 2200G into that system. I verified the GPU worked. As you can see, GPU's working, but it all seems to come back to this motherboard not wanting to post. Now, the only other variable, and it's very weird, is I do have that SATA SSD still in here. I'm gonna plop that in here just to make sure. Actually, I don't even know if this has support for an M.2. It probably doesn't, so I probably can't even test that. But, yeah, no, it doesn't. So I can't really even test that. But my confidence level of there being a bad motherboard is pretty high, which is very disappointing from a seller that it's Paymore. It is like a thrift store, so I'm not surprised. It also did come with an I/O shield, but the fact that it's just not working, I've done a couple CMOS clears as well. I've swapped CPUs, tried different power supplies. I'm gonna troubleshoot a little bit more off camera and I'll jump back in if anything changes, but I might have just got bitten with the bad luck of trying to do a custom build, all used parts at this budget. This kind of stuff happens, and that's so unfortunate because we're so close to the challenge. I'm gonna troubleshoot this a little bit more off camera. If anything changes, I'll jump back in. If not, I might have to forfeit and just get something together that would somewhat resemble what I would have had, but I'll definitely have officially lost the challenge. But yeah, it's been a day. Well, shout out to the marvel of Amazon Prime shipping. I was able to get a Gigabyte B550MK motherboard delivered to my house overnight so I could get this build working. Obviously, I still lost the challenge. I'm gonna be reaching out to the eBay seller to see if I can get my money back on that motherboard because 59 bucks for a dead motherboard is no bueno, especially missing an I/O shield. I didn't know that, by the way, when I was paying for it, apparently. I ended up getting this board for $79, so $20 over budget. Actually, I think I had like $2 to spare, so maybe like $18 over budget. Still unfortunate, so we'll still make sure though that this works, powered on. And I also have other issues, clearly. My side panel can't go on. I have this massive GPU, but the one issue that I had issues with yesterday should be resolved. There it is, baby. We posted immediately. Building custom all-used parts, you're bound to potentially have issues, but don't let that stray you away at home because you do have buyer protection on eBay. You will, especially if you're using eBay primarily, you will find a way to dispute the issue. I will most likely get my money back. I'll make sure to say at the end of the video if I did. And also, I'm realizing my fans are off now. My build is really driving me crazy, isn't it? Good, good. I don't understand. I'm gonna figure this out when my PC is working. So I feel like some of you probably noticed it at the very beginning when I showed you my CPU that arrived. But let's verify something real quick here. Here's the clip I showed you guys. Did y'all notice this? Yep, that's not a 3600. Once again, just to verify to show you guys I actually ordered a 3600. This is a 3600. What they actually sent me was this. A Ryzen 5 3500, which hurts because it's a 6-core, 6-thread. I don't know how well that's gonna run this game. I feel like that's gonna struggle a little bit, but this does open a opportunity because my motherboard was $10 more. If I can get a partial refund on this CPU, I can still be within budget even though my motherboard was bad. And technically, I'm still in the challenge. All right, I reached out to the seller. I realized the seller is Paymore, which apparently is a pawn shop. And if you guys remember the last build challenge we did for, I think, Ramageddon Edition, I ordered a GPU from them that was a 5600 XT and got a 5600. This eBay seller is just out to get me. This is the exact same thing that happened last time. Whatever, but going from a 6-core 12 thread to a 6-core 6 thread is a problem. But as I mentioned, if I can get that partial refund from the seller, which I did just reach out to, we're back in the game. But I don't know if that CPU is gonna even run this game. A 6-core 6 thread on a game like that on Unreal Engine 5 sounds like a horrible experience, but at least we will have a fighting chance to get our FPS goal. What is my FPS goal? I'll at least have a fighting chance to get that 60 FPS at 1080p low. I was given such an easy challenge, and eBay has just made it so difficult. All right, guys, so good news. I got the partial refund from the eBay seller for the CPU mishap, as they should have. I got 30 bucks back, which is pretty good. So my CPU cost is now down to $39.99 for the Ryzen 5 3500. Still very frustrated about that. We also got the refund for our motherboard. We're gonna send that back and get that all squared away. So now, the actual good thing is, there's a good news, bad news. Bad news, I'm really worried about my CPU even be able to run the game. But the good news is, I got money back on my CPU to the point where now, I actually am still in this competition because I'm not over budget anymore. So with the motherboard cost adjustment, there's a $10 difference there, plus the CPU cost difference. My old total price was $473.94, and now we're looking at $453.94, which I would have loved to be able to use more of that money for more performance parts, but it is what it is. So at least the good news is I am not out of the competition. I still have a chance to hit my 60 FPS goal at 1080p low settings, but I'm going into it with a, well, lesser powered computer than I was hoping for. Is it gonna be stable too? We don't even know. Based on how everything's going, probably not. But let's go ahead and run those benchmarks, and then I'm gonna see what Jackson's build looks like, and he gets to see the monstrosity that I cooked up.
You want to go ahead and start off with mine, Matt, or what?
Yeah, let's do it one at a time. That's actually a good idea. Let's pull yours first. We'll see what you got.
Something pretty crazy.
Oh, okay. All right. You didn't even spin the wheel for your mod, but you had to do the mod, didn't you?
Yeah, so
you had to.
My thing was, and I know I mentioned this to Matt a little bit off camera, I recorded my shopping section twice, and I never have these problems. I just had so much trouble finding anybody selling an Office PC that I could figure out the wattage on. So I was already taking a gamble with that. I ended up having a bunch of money left over. I think, I don't know where my build sheet is. I'm pretty sure I still had $30 left at least. And I was like, I might as well spend it on something. This is Halo themed. I do really like Halo. So I bought some green spray paint, and then I just 3D printed like a little 117 stencil.
All right, I like it.
I really didn't even do that good of a job with painting it. Honestly, it was a very quick,
I mean, it needs to be a little rough around the edges for Halo. I mean, the armor has to have some dents in it.
And there's not much to it. There's no lighting or anything. I mean, I guess I could have spent extra money and gotten, that would have been kind of cool. Have some lights in the front.
A little green.
But the inside's pretty clean.
GPU.
Yeah, and it just
I think you just turned it off, yeah.
I don't know, it does that. Did I do that?
I think you turned it off. I think it was already on.
I can never do this. Thing's quiet.
It is really quiet.
Only one fan in the back. It's cool though. It came with a tower cooler. Okay. I actually paid for this G2 with a 8700, which was that 6-core 12 thread?
Yes.
And then for some reason I thought it was 6-core 6 thread. I think that's what I wrote in the build sheet. I got an 8700K though. That's happened twice to me now, where both times I've paid for something and I got something better. I got an upgrade. I know Matt doesn't feel that way. I heard him screaming in the other room at his PC. And mine came with an SSD with Windows 11 already on it. I got dual channel RAM, which I don't know if I knew I was getting that. And then all I had to do was add my XFX graphics card. I was having problems, and I think it's because
I saw the light go out on it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It was really tight. Like I had this almost using as a sag bracket because I was like, oh, it's a good idea. But I think I was pulling on the lane a little too hard, and my PC was doing some weird stuff. But I think that's gone now.
How much RAM and storage?
16 gigs of DDR4.
Nice.
It's just 2666, I think. And then 256 gig Samsung. So I did go bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
I did put new MX7 underneath my tower cooler, which I'm glad it came with the tower cooler. 500 watt power supply that did come with these 8 and 6 pin cables. I don't know why the logo keeps turning on and off. We're just gonna ignore that.
I think it's whenever the fans turn on and off.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a really dumb feature.
That's a weird.
It's a horrible feature. And this is a 5700 XT. So I did actually get like a real XT.
Got your AMD card.
Yeah. So that was the only wheel spin requirement I actually had, but I had some fun, with the paint. It was really easy to do. I still think I'm technically like below the minimum spec in some regards here, at least generation wise. I think they wanted 10th gen or up. But we're about to prove to Halo Studios, it's Halo Studios now, that we don't need all those specs to run their game.
Play very horrible music, scratchy audio right here. Here she is.
I see. You have gone with the glassless. Could you put this glass on? That looks so stupid, but you could, right?
I think you could. I don't know if I guess it would still be screwed on if you wanted to. But I kind of just said, you know what? Open air approach. So what I have right here is, I'm not going to bore the viewers with it because they've probably seen 10 minutes of my monologue, but I'll do rapid fire real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still me, Matt, and I definitely sound like this, and I'm repeating the stuff to Jackson that I told you all tons of times, and that the editor has seen way too much and doesn't have to cover again. So yeah, I'm pretty much dumb, and the fans turn off randomly or go down to 1, and I don't know why, but it doesn't matter because I'm in budget, and I'm giving the editor that's doing this McAllister a raise.
So just like you, I am under budget because of my partial refund that I got. But I have a working PC. I'm just a little worried about how it's going to run the game because 6-core 6-thread, Unreal Engine, I don't know, 2070 should be fine, but...
You have a couple of... so I think we go back and forth on advantages and the disadvantages, because technically my 5700 XT and your 2070 should be about similar performance. You have the advantage of ray tracing. If the game happens to force ray tracing, I am like just screwed. However, I have more cores and threads, but you have a newer architecture, because 3000 series competed with 10,000 from Intel, or 9,000 at the least. So... this is an interesting... Oh, you also have an NVMe.
I do have an NVMe. It is a 512 gig with a just... Oh, wait, no, let me take it back.
SATA, isn't it?
Sorry.
Okay, even M.2 SATA.
I got M.2 SATA drive.
So really we have... Okay, we both have slower SATA drive. We're both at like the bottom of the barrel for this challenge. We know Unreal Engine 5. We're very familiar with it. It's just game developers can choose how optimized or how hard they want to make it to run. We don't know if Halo really is telling the truth about these minimum specs, but if they are, we're in some trouble.
We're literally 2 minutes from being able to preload this game, by the way. We'll get it downloaded on our PCs, and then we'll get to gaming. We'll be using those KOORUI monitors I mentioned at the beginning of the video. They're budget 1080p monitors, which make a lot of sense for this challenge. So we will be showcasing those during the benchmark section. But Jackson and I will be queuing up for a campaign on very difficult difficulty.
Lasso, legendary
Lasso. We're gonna see what we can do, and hopefully our PCs can hold up and complete the challenge. Because my caveat, I do have upscaling to help me out. Will it help if I'm CPU bottlenecked? Maybe not, but we'll give it a go.
All right, look, my PC, it's just cooked, okay? I don't know what is going on with my XFX card, but since we started this challenge, I haven't gotten a lot of it on camera. My card has been tweaking. I've been getting crap like this. We've tried different monitors, different cables. It's been doing all kinds of weird artifacting and things. I really think this card needs to go back to eBay, but I'm gonna test with this card. I'm gonna be honest, if it works, I'm freaking playing Halo and I don't care.
We just want to play the game. If you haven't been able to tell throughout the video, we're really excited about the game as opposed to other challenges. We're okay with the game. This game we just want to play. So at this point, if Jackson's got to take the L and use a 9060X C16 gig in this PC. The
W is me playing the game, okay?
W is
honestly, this will kind of be fun to see how it works together, so screw it. Let's swap. My shit about to blow up.
What's wrong?
I don't know, it was just working and now it's making a really weird noise and my screen's black. Okay, maybe it's not just the GPU or maybe the GPU's fine.
Did you test the GPU in a test bench?
No. Normally this doesn't happen, John. Okay, we're booting in.
Yo, what? Halo, what are you doing?
I don't like any of this, Matt. I don't like any of what's going on right now. All right, Matt, so you're in.
I'm not really in. So basically, every time I launch it on Steam, let's close it again. Here it is, I have it installed. Halo Campaign Evolved. It launches Unreal Engine, and then it pops into the digital story and art collection.
And then here's where I'm at. I am actively trying to just download the game on the 9060 XT. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe if my game works in the 9060 XT, maybe I'll just test both if it'll let me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in. The Campaign Evolved. I was about to call it the Master Chief Collection.
You forgot the name of the game.
Is this cutscene locked at 30?
I don't know. Was yours like art? Like was yours like?
There's really bad screen tearing. While this is loading in and showing the cinematic for this game, because we're doing the Pillar of Autumn, the very first mission right now, shout out to KOORUI for sponsoring. They sent over their 24-inch 1080p 180Hz monitors. They're sub $100. They're high refresh rate. For us using our capture cards, we actually won't be able to see the high refresh rate. We're running 60Hz, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys saw our most recent 1440p gaming monitor roundup, KOORUI actually took the #1 spot against all the other monitors we bought blindly. Our calibration tools ranked it very high. So you know you're getting a really quality monitor when you buy a KOORUI display. If you do want to buy a budget 1080p monitor, which you could do a dual monitor or triple monitor setup for pretty cheap, they're all sub $100. These are really good options. And you'll see us gaming on them throughout this benchmark run. So use that link down below to save money on a KOORUI monitor. But I gotta see what they did with these cinematics, because this intro, it's looking pretty fire so far. All right, boys, we're in. What in the freaking Vaseline is going on with my upscaling right now?
Well, I'm gonna show, so I'm running borderless full screen with no frame rate limit, medium settings, and then I'm set to FSR but at native.
So I'm currently running all low settings with DLSS on low, which is causing the game. I'm going to hit my page up. I'm hitting my FPS target, but it looks so Vaseline-y.
Yeah, well, I have to remember, I am not on the GPU I'm supposed to be on.
That is true.
I'm on a 9060 XT, and the fact that I'm getting an average of 82 right now,
oh my god,
tells me that my 5700 XT probably would not be very pretty with no upscaling.
Yeah, so I'm running DLSS. You can see what DLSS is doing. Holy crap, it's making things shaky. Oh, I know this mission. I know where to run to the bridge. Oh god. Oh, get Chief a gun.
I feel like we're moving so much faster.
It does feel faster.
Like, and we're
also,
not.
Oh, hello, Wart.
Whoa, what are we supposed to do here? Do we punch him?
Oh, we just run. I think we ran too fast. My FPS is definitely dropping at times. I am still averaging 70 though, but there's times I'm getting in the 50s here.
Yeah, some of the screen shaking is like,
it's excessive.
Jarring.
It must be like motion blur. I'm trying to get to the bridge.
Yank me.
Yank me.
I've said that once or twice.
Yank me, please.
Your architecture isn't that much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get
You're built like a ship. Oh, there it is. My gun just like popped into my hand.
Same.
Quality first launch.
Golly, how do I punch? We're definitely on legendary, that hurts.
Oh, I forgot this was legendary, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, I picked up the rifle. Oh, the guns look so good.
Man, I'll tell you what, like, I just feel like I remember when you killed stuff, you know, in like CE and like 2, it didn't really feel like much, you know?
No, you're getting that feedback.
You get like feedback. I don't think they had hit markers before either, did they?
No, I don't think so. Oh man, I am just running out like crazy.
Oh god.
Heck yeah. No, this is feeling good. I'm getting about 66 FPS at this point. I reset it.
My average is 47.
47, really?
Yeah.
My
GPU's at 100%, 165 watts.
Wow.
I don't know if it's just because I'm running native, maybe?
Maybe, because I'm running really low DLSS, and it don't look great. Let me actually, just for the fun of it.
Well, I've already failed the challenge. I'm just going to go ahead and play with my
just mess with settings, you might as well. I'm going to run, like, medium upscaling, see if that looks any better. FPS stays about the same, so I think my DLSS was just really aggressive.
Oh, I could turn frame gen on.
Oh, he's going to turn frame gen on. Let me see the plasma rifle.
It looks so good,
The plasma rifle looks great. Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Okay, now I'm getting like 176 FPS.
There it is.
Dude, it looks so much better. Dude, the plasma, like, look at, oh, sorry. Just look at the way, like, when it hits.
It's beautiful. I'm surprised it doesn't look amazing, but I'm still getting around 60 on average on these lower settings. That's pretty cool for this level of hardware to be able to at least run it.
Yeah, now that we're actually playing the game, I'm gonna die.
Oh, I'm dead too.
These graphics are definitely no joke. I really do feel like they literally cranked Unreal Engine 5 up as high as they could.
The sprint's kind of crazy.
Yeah. The way that the enemies too, like their shields and everything, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely CPU bound. I feel like I could have a little more frames. My CPU's been like 100% the entire time. Thanks, eBay seller.
The way that there's no FOV scaling when you sprint, it makes me feel like I'm not going faster.
Now I did see, I think it's a skull. I don't think I could turn it on. There is that third person skull, but I think you have to set it.
Ew.
Third person in this game is weird. I don't know why they did that.
It sounds illegal.
But I think they let you get skins in this, so like you actually
right.
can see your skin. I guess that's why they want to do it.
Hayabusa skin. Oh, I have grenades.
Yeah, this game's gonna take over a lot of my time. Yep, I'm gonna go home and play this game. I mean, I'm even getting Discord 60 and I'm still enjoying it, so you know.
And I'm curious on my P, because I'm at 1440p at home. I'm like, I might struggle to run this.
I mean, I think on higher details, it's gonna be really hard to run.
Yeah, maybe the X3D chips will do more than we think. Because our CPUs really could be holding us back more than we think.
Yes. I know this mission's not very long, so we can probably push. Oh goodness! Oh, I'm dead. All right, don't die. Is
I
this
don't
gonna be one?
have a punch.
Oh, you're
now.
Enemy nearby. Oh, I was back into darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, get away, elite. Oh, I'm gonna hide. Oh, that's a nade. Oh no, no. Ah,
You love them things, I swear.
Chief, I'm back. We're good. I've died 4 times.
I don't know if you're cut out for legendary, boy.
I don't know if I am. Yeah, 1% low is not amazing. But again, we're very early access too, and we don't. There might be a driver made for this.
Oh, I died.
There might be a driver made for this at some point where I might optimize things. But obviously, we're running older gen hardware here, so this is like worst case scenario.
No, we're definitely pushing it. That's for sure.
Okay, you all need to chill. Oh no, dude! Oh, don't run into 2 elites at once. Holy crap! Oh,
dude,
did we all
swear
die?
it feels like we have a skull on.
It feels like it. They're like tossing.
Is that another grenade?
Oh my god! How many grenades are they throwing?
Holy shit!
The grenades keep coming.
Oh my goodness! Is this just legendary? Do they just have unlimited?
Maybe. It's like they're just like throwing them like a machine gun. Yo! Oh, you can't progress up the stairs.
I watched you get stuck. I win these every time. God.
That wart, hey, have anything on you?
Wart, dead.
We're gonna go ahead and call it here. Technically, I got my average. I am averaging 61 FPS right now with upscaling on low settings. Even with all my problems, I managed to pull it off. It was an easier goal. Unfortunately, Jackson's GPU just said no. He is gonna try off camera though. They kill both of us?
Yeah.
Jackson's gonna try off camera though again to see if he can launch it with the 5700 XT and get a recording real quick. If he can get that and the FPS is playable.
Is team damage off?
I think it's off.
What?
That's no fun.
That was never a thing, was it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And then if he can, then obviously there's a shot there, but we think there's something wrong with his GPU. If you couldn't tell, this was an adventure of disasters, but we launched this dang game, and we're playing it, and we're probably gonna keep playing it. But let's go ahead and wrap this video up.
So hey, we did the first part of the challenge. We played Halo Campaign Evolved. Obviously, we both had many issues. Matt had a bad motherboard. He had a CPU that was not promised as advertised. And of course, my GPU ended up not working, but it may have been working at some point in a previous clip and I might have done it again. I did get to run my 3D Mark just fine, but obviously I did play on a 9060 XT. But overall, what matters is that we had fun and we got to play Halo. Yep.
But let's go over 3D Mark Time Spy. If Jackson's PC was working, you'll see his score here. His score was a total score of 8,751 with a CPU score of 6,689 and a GPU score of 8,741, which results in a 5 cent per point score. Very good price performance. Mine got a total score of 7,621, a CPU of 4,911, and a GPU of 7,038, which is a 6 cent per point score. So either way, shout out to somebody. I don't know who I'm shouting out. Shout out to
Microsoft.
Shout out to Microsoft. They didn't sponsor anything, but shout out to Microsoft for making Halo Combat Evolved. We're gonna be playing, not Combat Evolved, yeah, originally made the first one. Shout out to Microsoft for making Halo Campaign Evolved. Really cool game. It runs like crap on budget PCs. But if you have a nice higher end system, it's pretty fun, and we will be benchmarking it in the future. So if you want to buy anything for today's video, including this KOORUI monitor, link down below.
Wart.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Peace out. If you still trust us after watching this video to buy a PC, check out PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech. I promise you the PCs we sell at PC Bros are not as chaotic as these challenge videos. They're meant to be difficult, guys, okay? These go ToastyBros, don't check out. You will save 3% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.